So, everybody gets annoyed. Annoyance is a general part of life. We all experience it. We all go through it. Whether some people like to accept it or not, it actually literally is a part of life. Even the most chill of fucking people have things they are annoyed about. Now, I, for one, am one of those people that'll definitely tout on about how, like, literally my 90% of my existence is spent being annoyed by everything. Because I'm one of those unfortunate extroverts and social people who sometimes just pretty much fucking hate people. And it kind of fucking sucks. And so, like, for the longest time, I used to blame other people for why I was annoyed, because obviously they were doing something that annoyed me. But my thing of it is that I guess comes with age and maturity, is that I realized that what I am annoyed about has nothing to do with them, and it has everything to do with me. Now, excuse me, there are situations where people know things annoy you, and they do it anyways, but for the most part, like, I've noticed that when people, like, know that something annoys you, they're not doing it with malicious intent. And 9 times out of 10, unless they're really fucking shitty people, like, if you be like, hey, dude, can you just really fucking stop? They'll generally fucking drop it. Because whether anybody likes to fucking admit it, we're all kind of sadists to some level. We all kind of do delight in seeing people just at a state of unrest at any level sometimes. That's just the way we fucking are, and I really, really, really challenge somebody to fucking, like, tell me otherwise. And so the thing of it is that when you're annoyed by something someone does, whether it's like a verbal quirk, like, you know, for instance, like a certain phrase or a certain thing they always say in their sentences that, like, to most people don't make any fucking sense. Like, for instance, people get get really fucking annoyed when people say like or a lot. And actually, studies show that people who say like or in sentences very frequently, it's actually essentially your mouth is trying to keep up with your brain. Like, it's moving too fucking fast, and so, like, you kind of hit, like, it's sort of like a buffer. It's like when you're watching a video online with a shitty fucking connection to Wi-Fi or whatever, and you hit a buffering. And so that's sort of what the words like, or anything like that. It's a verbal buffer. It's a buffer between your brain and your mouth. And, yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh, you're just so fucking unintelligent. And so, like, it's not. No, it actually shows a very high brain, like, thought process, brain speed. You're just shit. And yeah, like, I know that I type the word like a lot when I'm typing, and I try to really avoid it, because, like, even sometimes it fucking annoys the shit out of me. See, I can annoy the crap out of myself. That's mostly because I know I'm a fucking idiot sometimes. And so, like, one of the things that it's really hilarious. Like, when I say I live in a state of annoyance, I actually literally found that I actually do. Like, I have lived in a constant state of annoyance and agitation, frustration, or whatever the fuck my entire life, to the point of that when I was last year, I had to have my gallbladder removed. And actually, it'll actually be in a few days, the 1-year anniversary of having my fucking gallbladder removed. That sucks a lot, let me tell you, folks. You may not need it, but you know it's when it's gone. And so, like, they had me on morphine because my gallbladder was affecting my liver, and so naturally I was in a lot of pain. I need, like, 6 ibuprofen, and 2 hours later I was still in excruciating goddamn pain. And so, like, I was sitting in there, and they had me on morphine, and, like, the nurse was actually, like, legitimately getting pissed at me, like I had control over my heart rate or something, like, and to the point of, like, she's like, well, we might have to, like, lessen you off the morphine, and I was literally like, bitch, if you fucking take down the dose of my morphine, and I feel any kind of fucking pain, I swear to God, I will fucking strangle you with this fucking IV. Just fucking try me. I'll do it. Like, pain makes a person fucking crazy, let me tell you. And so, as I stated in my first video, I am transgender. At the time, I was dating a cisgender male, and my parents started asking me, like, all kinds of fucking annoying ass, uneducated questions, like, basically implying that the only reason that this guy who was born a guy, like, that, like, would date me is if he thought I was a fucking woman, like. So naturally, I started getting annoyed, like, and so this happened after the nurse left, and so she came back to check everything again, and all of a sudden, look at that. My heart rate's gone up. So apparently I am used to living in a constant state of annoyance so much, and have been this way for so fucking long, no fucking lie, that when I actually am resting, when my heartbeat is at a resting, like a resting rhythm, like it's rested, apparently morphine drops it so fucking low that it's bad. And so the only way to keep me, like, if I'm completely relaxed, nothing's annoying me, apparently putting me on morphine slows my heart rate so much that it's actually a little concerning. So then she came back in and, oh, look at that, my heart rate's up. And it's because I was fucking annoyed. Like, I actually literally texted my older brother that. And I thought, I'm pretty sure we both had a pretty good laugh over it. I don't know, we were texting, so I don't know how he was on the other end, but I know I was kind of chuckling over it because of the fucking irony. And then literally it's hilarious to think that being annoyed is what keeps my heart rate at a constant healthy rate. Like, I guess my body just fucking adjusted, and it's just like, well, looks like this little squawky son of a bitch is going to be annoyed about everything. So, we might as well adjust this and strap in, boys. Because shit's gonna suck real bad if we fucking react to it the way every other goddamn human does. This little asshole's heart might pop by the time he's fucking 20. Which actually I'm really fucking amazed it didn't. And so, but that's the thing. Like, I've noticed that when people get annoyed by other things that other people do, they take it as license to fucking get some, like, holier-than-thou bullshit fucking stance on things. And, like, I have literally fucking watched other people get, like holier-than-thou, elitist-ass crap, fucking tearing other people down who, like, do the things that annoy them, and it's just like, are you fucking for real? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, God forbid somebody, like, sometimes it's literally fucking things that people do differently. Like, they're literally fucking annoyed by the fact that somebody does something different than how they do, which is that in and of itself is just, like, really fucking, like, asinine. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I've probably never done it in my life, at least I'm not consciously aware of it. But it's like, seriously, you are tearing this other fucking human being down because you are annoyed by something that they do, and your annoyance has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you, who you are as a person. Like, literally that thing that annoys you is not hurting anybody. It's not hurting anything. You just don't fucking like it for whatever fucking reason. It's just the way that you're wired, and so that one thing kind of, like, fucking annoys you. I mean, I'm not talking about situations like, for instance, it really annoys the shit out of me when fucking people are typing or writing, and they will use then and like in a sentence where you should be using than, or the other way around, or people who never fucking use then. Like, they use than all the fucking time. Now, that is a little thing that I like, that's kind of a thing, it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. That is grammatically incorrect. What the shit? And mostly I also hear my 8th grade English teacher in the back of my head fucking screaming. So it's kind of like that whole thing. It's like, God, make him shut up. Oh, he was a grammar Nazi. He was an English everything Nazi. I mean, granted, it probably helps. It's probably why on some levels I'm as literate as I am. So thank you, Mr. Langley. But so, like, it's just, I don't fucking understand that. It's like, great, you're annoyed. They don't do it to purposely annoy you. In fact, they're probably unaware that you're annoyed by it. I know that a lot of people probably aren't aware of the fact that a lot of things they do annoy me, but the thing of it is again, I recognize it has nothing to fucking do with them. It has everything to do with me and my fucked state of mind, alright? And so, like, that's like, for instance, like, sometimes I will vent to other friends of mine about annoying-ass shit that other friends have done. And, like, so sometimes if people literally ask me, it's like, well, Leonard, why don't you say anything to them? I'm like, because there's no fucking point. This thing they're doing, that annoys the shit out of me isn't hurting anybody. It is literally not hurting a single fucking human being. It's not even fucking hurting me, but for some reason, it just rubs me the wrong goddamn way. But the thing of it is that, let's say I started talking and bringing up to people every little fucking thing they did that annoyed the shit out of me, from the way they fucking brush their hair to how they fucking set, like, you know, their shit out, like, if they're, like, pins, pencils, whatever the fuck. Like, literally, it's the dumbest goddamn thing. For starters, it can end up making somebody super fucking self-conscious about the way they conduct themselves in their daily fucking lives, because there are people who are such goddamn people pleasers that they will actually literally feel fucking bad for the way that they conduct themselves in the most mundane of fucking tasks throughout their daily lives. Why the fuck would you do that to somebody? That's so fucking shitty. Jesus tit fucking Christ. And so it's just like, why the fuck do that? And the thing of it is not only that, if you can get to a certain fucking level of bitching and complaining about the things that somebody does annoys you, to the point where nobody's gonna want to, like, no one's gonna want to fucking be around you. No one's gonna want to talk to you. So, like, you're literally, it's like, you might as well have just fucking taken a gun, cocked it, and shot yourself the fucking foot. Like, no, it's not worth bringing up every little fucking annoyance. Especially if it's not hurting you. So my thing of it is that, like, when you're annoyed, don't fucking bring it up to that person. Don't fucking, like, make a big deal out of it. If you gotta fucking bitch about it, go bitch to somebody else. But do not fucking bring it up to that person, and do not fucking start blaming them because you're annoyed. Do fucking not act like they are fucking doing something horrible. And do not fucking use it as justice to fucking turn, like just to tear them down behind their back. Because here's the thing of it. Eventually that kind of shit gets back to them. And it's just, I mean, like, yes, I fucking complain, but I do my damnedest not to fucking tear people down behind their back. And maybe it's because I do bitch about a lot of fucking things, that it's to the point of, like, it's easier for me to avoid saying the truly, genuinely hurtful things. And, like, not only that, it's like, it's all about the way you talk. Like, I always make sure to use I language. And what I language establishes is that it's me, it's how I feel. I, me, not you. Like, I feel, it's just establishing that it has nothing to fucking do with them. It has everything to do with me. So the thing of it is if you're ever fucking annoyed with something somebody does, don't use it as license to be a fucking prick about shit. Grow the fuck up and just man up and own to the fact that, sometimes you're just annoyed by everything. So yeah, go fuck yourself if you want to be a dick about shit.